It's time to get wild, family. Family, gamies and gamettes, welcome to the 100 subscriber special. I just gotta say, it is good to be here. I know it has been a long time coming, but I promised you a special, so I'm gonna give you a special. And let's just say I'm very excited for the show I got prepared for you. Feels kind of crazy to be at this point. We uploaded our first video back in October 18th of 2020, and since Em and I first uploaded, so much has changed. For those of you who don't know, we used to be a vlogging channel, and now we're technically a commentary channel. I don't know if it's helpful commentary, but I do be yapping. For those of you who are curious, I dive more into that on a separate video, but just to get you guys up to speed, Emma and I made some changes that better supported my desire to create, because for a long time now I've wanted to create content, make videos, stuff in that realm, so we just made some changes that supported that. But today's video is happening because of you guys. It's your support that got us here. It's you guys who were commenting, letting me know what you thought, liking the videos, and overall showing me that you guys are enjoying what I put out, which at the end of the day is my overall goal. I want to make stuff that you guys can enjoy, that can help you guys have a little bit of a silver lining on your day. Now let's get into the rundown. For today's video, we got a couple different segments. The first section, we're gonna be reacting to some TikToks. I know, I joked about becoming a TikTok reactor, but this will be the last video where you see multiple TikToks reacted to by my face, I promise you. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of that insight into me. After that, we have a special guest interview, which I'm super excited for. You guys might be able to guess, if you have some good intuition on you, might be able to guess who we're gonna be interviewing. But after that, I'm gonna be going into my YouTube lore, just circling around my relationship with YouTube, because it goes very deep. YouTube's been a part of my life for a very long time, so I'm gonna give you guys that insight all in this video. But anyways, guys, at that note, let's hop into it. Cheers. Gamies, gamettes family, welcome to the TikTok reaction portion of the video. I know, I was talking shit on TikTok, and now here I am playing like I'm gonna be missing it. It feels like that one song by that artist. Never know the highs till you're feeling low. Never know the road till you're missing home. Never know your lover until you let him go. And maybe my lover was TikTok. In my TikTok video going over the TikTok shop, and also in my meme machine video, I feel like I'm talking all this shit on content that in some way or the other I consume. I'm mainly on YouTube, but in no way am I like above short form content. I watch TikTok, I watch reels, I watch shorts. They all get me, they all suck me in. Like a pyramid scheme to a crypto, bro. I'm not immune. So I'm gonna pull the curtains back. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on in my TikTok algorithm. Artemy's nervous? I don't know why. I'm excited, I'm excited. Okay, I'll address it. I'll address the elephant in the room. I hope he's okay. I hope that guy's okay. This might be just some good like Halloween makeup. This was in September. Okay, there's a chance he is far from okay. But also, like, I have Altoids for work just so I don't have stinky breath. And I have consistently thought about how do I like level up an old Altoids box, because I don't want to just waste it, throw it away. It's tin. It feels a little more important than like a candy wrapper. On my own time, I'm gonna figure this out maybe. And if I do, you guys are gonna see this. Just effortlessly. I made sure to leave it at like the bottom. Don't do this, you might get hurt. The types of warfare that we are going to see in the coming years might be absolutely comical and barbaric. Oh my gosh, yes. Ranch Lover is one of my favorite creators, if not my favorite creator on TikTok right now.
Guys, it's Freaky Bowling Night. You know what that means? Come on down. And you'll get pinned down and your balls tickled and played with a little bit.
Guys, you've been informed. You have no excuses now. It is Freaky Bowling Night. I don't want to hear it. Be there or be square. Ranch Lover, thank you for just producing some of my favorite high tier content. Also, I know you guys have seen them, but we got Stoop here. Say hi to Stoop in the comments. Stoop loves hellos, loves it all.
If you're gonna call me a hoe, make sure to add Kage after.
Yes! Oh my gosh. He's got the dream. You can see it. The scars from the village, the backlash, the hate. It only makes him stronger. I don't know what jutsu he just cast, but it was a slay. I'm gonna keep that, and I want you to tell me if it was cringy, please. Oh my gosh, this is...
Go away! Go away!
I love this. No way! It's so good! Oh my gosh, the pure joy. That's the same joy I felt when I pulled my Exodia. It was an experience I never thought I'd have in my life. And I'll be honest, that looks like an experience I don't think I would ever have in my life. The more I watch it, I just get happy. Like I laugh, but like, that's just so fun. Like, that's cool. Like, he's bored. He's like, let me just see if this can happen. Yeah, they did something cool. They did something really cool.
I'm not having a very good time at the Dodgers game. I think I'm having a pretty good time at the Dodgers game.
Yo, that ballpark dog though. Am I upset that the Dodgers absolutely destroyed the Yankees? Very. I gotta just live with that.
I have an idea. How about I crush your spirit, your balls, and your heart, and I'll get you 5 Wolverine popcorn buckets.
Guys, applications are out. Sign up if you want it. They're going quickly because there's a limited supply of the popcorn buckets. Also, I am in no way affiliated, so please do not take my words for word. Yes. It's hard not being seen. Not everyone can understand. I do understand. Oh, guys, if y'all want good music, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be pushy, but also, if you don't follow Jordan Cox, you are going to be regretting majority of your life's decisions. It's actually pretty much like putting a hex on yourself, an insta hex, if you don't go follow. So just do yourself a favor. Normally, these videos are hard for me to watch, but this guy's moves, they put me in a trance. The music, the editing, like all of the camera movements, it's just, I've watched it too much and I don't know why. Like normally, like it's hard for me to watch people putting themselves in the middle of like the cop's way. It can get messy. I try to just stay away from that.
This yardie's telling me dance. Shit, I should have just flung my shoulder. 079, hand it over, whole team bowling squad.
That look of like, wait, is this really happening? Did you just throw yourself onto the ground? Like, I hope there was something cushioning the fall. The guy on the left fully goes out of frame. Like, I gotta mute that before I get, I'm gonna get so much strikes for this video. I've been playing it risky. But you know what? For the 200 subscriber special, we're gonna be going balls to the wall, okay?
I just saw a TikTok and it was like, let's make a sleepy girl mocktail, and it was just lean. Put some gummy bears in it or something. I don't know. What the fuck?
Okay, story time. When I was working at Hollister, there's a friend who started also working there, and one day we were talking and they were telling me that they were at a party, and I don't even know what game they were playing. Like, it was a game that involved a punishment, and for the punishment, they mixed and then I looked at her and I was like, wait, that's lean. And I don't know to this day if she was acting, if they were putting on some like an A+ performance, but for me, I was convinced that they had no idea. So I spent like the next like minute just being like, no, like that's what you made. And then they had this like look on their face of like, wait, that is what I made. It's even funnier because at the time, both of us were LDS, Mormon, for those of you who don't know what LDS is. So it made it that much more hilarious. This is a future dinner spot for me and Emma, 100%. You're in the Phoenix area. It's right down there. Bless yourself. You know that's gonna be amazing. Ooh. Guys, do you want to increase your aura? Fakerainier is a guaranteed way to increase your aura by like 10,000. Beautiful!
Do you want to take a shot before we go in? This is literally a Target. So is that a no or?
Yo, she's literally just a girl who's here for a good time. No need to put this negative vibe on shots in Target. Can we lay that out real quick? I do not encourage drinking shots and going into Target.
Riz. What's it like to hold the yacht of someone you love? Riz. Did they teach you how to feel? Sigma to Sigma. Riz.
Those of you who haven't seen the new Blade Runner, that's what this is a reference to. It might be a reference to the first Blade Runner. I haven't seen it. Technically, I think this is not like the original like audio user, but also I feel like they added so much. The tear going down is so good.
You're telling me my stomach hurts this bad for just some farting? I know this ass knows how to shit. Please.
Oh my gosh. Ranch Lover, you are the perfect creator. Do not change anything. Perfect the way you are. Oscar, give Ranch Lover the Oscar. If Ranch Lover doesn't get the next Oscar, I will be storming the stage Kanye style. Alrighty, everyone, that is all for the TikTok reactions. I hope you guys enjoyed. But anyways, on to the next section. Hello family. As you guys might see, this is a face you haven't seen in quite a while. Emma's been off the camera, doing her own thing, and I figured let's get her back into the scene, back into the studio, and see what's been going on in her life, what's the latest, what's the greatest. We're here to bring it to you first, folks. Breaking news.
The first scoop.
So I'll just start off with, what have you been up to? What books have you been reading lately? Any good ones? Any favorites?
Well, we're in end of May now. I started school again in January, so I haven't had as much time to read books for fun, unfortunately. But I did listen to an audiobook actually last month, maybe? It was a thriller called That's Not My Name. It was decent. It was pretty good.
So I feel like I remember you told me about it. It sounded really interesting.
Yeah, like had a good twist, I guess.
There we go.
Yeah.
How about games? Any games that have caught your eye lately? Anything that's really just helped you enjoy the art of gaming?
I've been playing Disney Dreamlight Valley on the Xbox. That's been keeping me going. I'm a very type A girly. I like to check off my to-do lists and just complete quests and big cozy gaming core. So that's been fun. We bought and started learning Lorcana.
Yep, that's been good.
Trading card game. So that's been fun. And then we've done a few board games with friends recently, and that's just started scratching my itch again for board games. So I see more board games on the horizon.
And then before we move on from what's been going on lately, just any recent achievements, anything you want to let the family know, let the people know?
Started school.
That's huge.
Yep. I should be done next year at this time though, so it's just a short little push. So that's been an achievement. Otherwise, we're surviving and thriving, I think, at this point.
Getting through it.
That's all you can ask for.
Fair enough. In today's climate, getting through it is the best it can be. So let's move on from what's happened to what are you looking forward to? What goals do you have for 2025?
Obviously, basic one, getting through all my classes with A's is my goal. Otherwise, I'm really looking forward to trips that we have planned this summer. Hopefully getting a few more trips on the books for the rest of this year and making the most of that PTO. That's what I'm looking forward to.
So for the viewers, since they don't see you on the camera as much, is there anything that you are doing behind the scenes for the channel and for the videos that get posted?
Yeah, right now I think I'm doing a lot of kind of final editing for you. I'm kind of I wouldn't say I'm your editor, I think you're your own editor, but I'm kind of the final boss, if you will, that you have to, your videos make it through before they go to you guys. So I think that's primarily been my role behind the camera. Otherwise, I like to be a sounding board for your ideas and hear the ideas you've got coming and give my thoughts and try to help with maybe the more realistic, just tangible aspects of your video creation.
Like keeping it grounded almost?
Yeah, keeping it grounded, or just even helping with just scheduling ideas or timelines, or just to be that person that's hey, love the idea, let's talk realistic. That's usually where my brain goes. So I think I just like to pitch that stuff to you.
100%. And I will say Emma's been very, very helpful for just everything around the videos. When she says she's the final boss, a lot of that, although not direct editing, it is going through and looking at everything that happens and seeing what is necessary, what isn't necessary. There's a lot of fluff I put in there, and Emma's the person that goes through and makes sure that it's actually something that's entertaining for you, because that's my goal. That's also Emma's goal. That's what we work together to do, is make sure you get something good. And I'll say Emma's final touch is more than just the cherry on top.
I'm the chopping block. Cut out all the extra bits.
So, like Fruit Ninja.
Exactly.
What are your favorite and least favorite parts of helping me make videos?
Ooh. Well, one of my favorite parts is hearing your ideas at the inception stage of all of your videos. I feel like you're always thinking 3 or 4 videos ahead, planning really well, and I just like hearing what your brain comes up with, because our brains work so differently and you're so creative. creative. So that's one of my favorite things, is just hearing what comes out of nothing from your brain. As tedious as it can be, I do like being the final boss in the editing stage because I think I'm really detail oriented and I can pick through stuff with a really fine-tooth comb, and it's satisfying to do that for me. So that's fun. Least favorite? Oh, I don't know. I think sometimes during that last editing phase, if I'm trying to explain things to you, the way that the video is coming across to me, or things that I think can maybe be cut out, I think sometimes, I don't know, you've spent so much time and energy in filming and doing those initial editing that sometimes it's harder for you to see it from my point of view, or like want to let go of those pieces of the video that you've worked on. So sometimes like communication styles about that can be hard. Sometimes we're on different pages, and that's okay.
No, that's 100%. I will give that to you. I get attached, and that's something that I am actively working on. Yeah.
It's hard. It's your baby.
For real. All the hours and hours spent. So me and you are both big consumers of YouTube content, and I, as well as the viewers, might be curious, what channels are you keeping up with nowadays?
Ooh, good question. Number one right now, guilty pleasure, I'll admit, is the Emily D. Baker live YouTube streams of the Karen Reed trial right now. As Matthew knows, that's been like hours of my day playing in the background as I'm getting work done here and there. So that's been a guilty pleasure. Otherwise, trying to think, I mean, the classics, you know, Brittany Broski, Trixie and Katya, Giraffe Wallow, all the greats, you know, a lot of podcasts, pretty much all their podcasts.
You're a big podcast girly.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so now we're gonna lean a little bit away from the YouTube questions and go into more just some general things to get to know you. So we're gonna start off with, if you were to need just a beverage, a little drink, a little treat for yourself, where would you go and what would you get?
It usually depends on my mood, but I feel like a go-to is a chai latte. Starbucks if I'm really crunched for time. But if I have time to go somewhere else, I'm probably going to Black Rock Coffee. I can't remember if I've tried their chai though, but their like energy drinks are pretty good. Refreshers, you know, whatever. All those things. I'm not a coffee girl, so chai and like sodas and energy drinks.
And those are all very solid choices. So if you were on a car ride, what are the top 3 things that you're going to be playing? The top 3 songs, or at least like music areas you're going to be playing? I don't know if that made sense.
That makes sense. That's a good one. Number 1, probably the Wicked soundtrack. Still, it's got us in a chokehold, especially with part 2 coming out later this year. I'm sure we'll be bopping that. Ariana Grande, new album, old albums, all of it, the mix. And then probably, I've been getting really into Zumba. Probably a good Zumba mix. I've been saving some songs from my classes and, you know, kind of those upbeat Latino tracks I've been loving. So
I've also been very much enjoying those Zumba beats. They're amazing.
yes.
So if you're hanging out with your crew, group of friends, the gang, what are you trying to do? The general activities, or I guess what's gonna help you enjoy your time with them?
Oh, good question. I mean, I mentioned it before already, but board games. Board games are a classic with our friend group. I love board games. I feel like most of us do, and they're always really fun. So probably board games. Now that summer's rolling in, probably a lot of like lake and river days. We love being out on the water with our friends. It's like one of my favorite summer activities. Other than that, just eating some good food with friends.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, last and final question. In a doomsday scenario, what 3 food spots would you like to survive the apocalypse?
Ooh, good question. Okay, food spots. Popeyes for sure. What else? We've been doing a good job cutting out fast food. I've been trying to get better at it.
And sky's the limit. Any place that will give you substance that won't kill you, like, is on the table.
Probably Culver's, because I think their menu is such a good variety, and I think everything on their menu is pretty decent. You know, it's not like certain places where I really love one menu item but hate the rest of it. So that'd be good to keep around so you could have variety in the apocalypse, and you know it's gonna be good. Gosh, what else? Popeyes, Culver's. Like, what are our top? Like, what do I crave?
Salad and go? I guess just salads.
If I survived an apocalypse, I'm not eating a salad. Let's be honest. Maybe like a Texas Roadhouse. Like a good steak, a good rib, you know, like dense food.
The rolls.
The mango margaritas, if you're over 21, just saying, those are pretty good. If I was surviving an apocalypse too, you know, you need a drink here and there.
Amen to that. Amen to that. And on that note, Emma, thank you for joining me for this interview. I'm so glad that I got to catch up with you, but more importantly, all the family did. Everyone got to see what you've been doing, what's going on, and get to know just a little bit more about you.
Thank you for bringing me on to do this little mini interview. Well, maybe that's a lie. I don't like being on camera all the time, but I've missed seeing you guys. Maybe I'll be back around in some more videos, and if I'm not, know that I'm behind tapping away at the keyboard.
And me and the viewers are gonna forever be thankful for that.
Always.
But anyways, guys, enough from us. We're gonna shoot into the YouTube lore part of the video. I'm gonna give you a breakdown on my lore.
New lore unlocked.
Hello. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about my relationship with YouTube because I've been on this platform for, it feels like as long as I can remember. I still remember my first video. If anyone remembers, it's the Pokemon parody video. My brother showed it to me on the first generation iPod. I was standing right next to my kitchen. I remember exactly where I was when I saw it. And from that point, my love for YouTube kind of just grew. I kind of just started diving into a wide array of content. I was watching skits, vlogs, gameplay. I was so obsessed with YouTube that I'm pretty sure my data was part of that sample size that was used by corporations to engineer iPad babies. And I am sorry. I remember early on, I was a huge fan of the machinima style videos where you had people going in game engines, making these cinematic stories. At one point, there was this huge niche for Nerf content ranging from like cinematic war stories to Call of Duty zombie parodies. I, of course, had a Minecraft phase. I am not immune from that. And on that point, I try not to reflect too much on the creators I used to watch because there's an unfortunate trend that has seemed to lasted the longest on YouTube, which is the "Do I like crime?" challenge. Some people on YouTube have this habit of committing crimes. We're not going to go into them because the range of these crimes seems to be broader than my taste for content. Like, I think it's okay that I don't remember the creators from the Minecraft years. But let's cut to today. Am I still a consumer of YouTube? Yes. I would argue that I am just as addicted to YouTube at this point. And just to give you guys an idea of the scale of my addiction, I'm going to give you a list of creators that I am currently watching. This doesn't mean I'm consuming every piece of content they produce, but I am still avidly watching. And here's gonna be the timestamp for where you guys can skip to if you wanna avoid this list. And I'm gonna actually just shrink it up there to the corner just so you guys have that if you wanna tap out at any point. I understand it will be a little bit disgusting. And I'm not making this up, by the way. I'm almost embarrassed. Alrighty, let's just do it, let's do it. So we have Chad, who I've watched for a long time. We have Gabby Bella, Jarvis Johnson, Drew Gooden, Curtis Connor, Jacob Sharp, Danny Gonzalez, Ted Navision. I might be saying some of these names wrong. I am sorry if any of these creators are watching, but also if any of their fans are watching. Anyways, Ted Navision, Eddie Burback, Jax Films, Julian Solmita, Jenna Marbles. I still watch Jenna. Her videos slap like it was yesterday. What If Julia, Noel Miller, Meat Canyon, Philip DeFranco. I've been watching Philip for probably since like 2012. Let's see, Channel 5, Hasanabi, Adam Conover, Ludwig or Mogul Mail, D'Angelo, previously D'Angelo Wallace, Marquez Brownlee, Linus Tech Tips, The Act Man, Video Game Donkey, Austin Ennie, Memoria, Sophia, The Odd Ones Out, My Fellow Arizonan, Smosh, Reinhiga, Valkyrie, Hank Green, John Green, and I recently started tuning into Outgoing Azzy. I hope that wasn't too long. Unfortunately, we are not done. For podcasts, we have Press Escape, The Bald and the Beautiful, and that's it. Hello. There's actually one more podcast that I really want to shout out. This is actually a podcast that my friends host. It's a really fun environment. It's super accepting, super fun, entertaining. They're queer friendly. They're allies to all the members of the LGBTQ+ community. I promise you, this isn't just because they're my friends. This is genuinely one of my favorite podcasts I've heard in a while. It's really gotten me just to enjoy podcasts. So if that's something you're interested in, please go give them a look. I'm not a big podcast guy, but Press Escape and The Bald and the Beautiful, those are like the two podcasts that I can really just like sit down and have fun with. Nothing against other podcasts. Philip DeFranco used to have a conversation with, and then he stopped doing that, which I'm sad about. That helped get me through my construction job. So in that long list of creators, for those of you who are a fan of the channel, you might be wondering, there's someone who is missing. And I am proud to say that for Penguin Z0, I am a 0.09% watcher. That's right. I am one of the top dogs in Charlie's ranks. I'm proud. I'm honestly proud to say that. There's no shame there. Maybe there is shame. And honestly, I was not too surprised when I learned about that. Charlie's videos have helped get me through a lot. When I'm at my lowest, I usually turn to YouTube, and his videos have always been like a go-to, old reliable, the doctor's recommendation. I hope you guys aren't too sick of the shoutouts. I wanted to give just a couple more shoutouts. This first group is going to be people that I love a ton, creators that I've watched and admired, and I feel like I just want to make sure you guys hear about them, that you guys have the chance to also go to their videos, because I just think they're incredible. So for any of my writers out there, we have the local script man. That is someone who I can go to and just get a lot of very helpful insight in terms of the writing process and around that whole neighborhood of creativity. We have Lindsay Nicole. I am a huge fan of Lindsay Nicole. They have incredible content. It goes over a lot of like the history of our planet and a lot of the biological and ecological things that were going on when we weren't even here yet, but long before we were here yet. We have Dammy Lee. This creator does a lot of content that centers around architecture, but also has a bit of a twist of like pop culture sprinkled in there. They've gone over the Dune architecture. At one point they did this AI challenge where they had this group of architects go up against some AI. It was really fun. They create amazing content. Vsauce, another channel that slaps like it was yesterday. We don't get too many current uploads from Vsauce, but a lot of those videos still are incredible to learn about. And lastly, JonTron. I just gotta say, JonTron is someone who I look up to in so many aspects as a creator. They and their team have an amazing process. They have an amazing production that they put on, an amazing show that every time I watch, I love. I've rewatched the videos a ton of times. If YouTube stats included more than just gaming creators, I probably would have also been a 0.9% watcher for JonTron, because I love the stuff that they put out. And for the last shout outs, I just wanted to give some love to creators that I personally know or have met through the online space. So first we're going to start with Wind. This is my brother. He is getting big into Apex content. So if you guys would like to see Apex content, gameplay, and just stuff in that nature, please go subscribe to him.
Hello everybody, Editor Matthew here. I just wanted to shout out a couple more creators that I forgot to mention while filming. I did not forget them because they're not important, but because I was freaking out when I was recording and read over them. But nonetheless, the first creator I really want to shout out is Zigzag54. This is someone who, their creativity with filmmaking with YouTube is extraordinary. They have a wide array of content. They have some vlogs. He did a video when he was upgrading his office, which is way better than my stream setup video was. He also has some fun videos that are more philosophical. There's an AI video that I feel like needs a lot more love than it's gotten. It's an amazing video that came out right when this whole AI boom was really taking off. So that is Zigzag54. Please go subscribe, give them some love. The next creator is going to be TheNinjaCyndaquil. This is someone who I've gotten to see how much of an incredible heart they have, but also how incredibly creative they are. They have so much talent to offer to this world. Well, you guys get to see some of their fun gameplay. They're the ones who introduced me to Psychonauts, and on top of their Psychonauts gameplay, they have some videos showing their Pokemon Nuzlocke playthrough, but they just have a bunch of fun content. They're super funny, they're super entertaining, so please go show them some love. That is TheNinjaCyndaquil. And I know I mentioned them earlier, but Behind the Mascs is also a really good podcast. If you guys are looking for your next podcast, they're super fun, super accepting. It's just a very safe space to be, so please go show them some love. And that is all for me. Back to the last shout out.
And lastly, but definitely not least, we have Kryptic Uzi. This is a creator who I actually used to be neighbors with. They are incredible as a person, and not only that, as a creator. They have tons of gameplay content. They also have broken into vlogs. I really recommend you guys go subscribe. It has been a pleasure to get to know these people. I am really looking forward to getting to see the content they put out, and I'm hoping you guys can join me on that journey, so please go subscribe to all of them. And also, before I forget, if you guys like the music that you're hearing at the end of every single one of these videos, the artist Small Against the Space is the person behind all that amazing music. There's someone who I can attest in real life is incredible, and I'm telling you, their music is beyond amazing, so please go support them, go give them a listen. So I've clearly been on YouTube a long time. I don't even know how long, maybe like 2007 would be my best estimate. But fun fact, I've also been posting on YouTube for almost just as long. I actually created my first YouTube channel back in 2011. On that channel, I posted a lot of beautiful cringe. See? We lost a light. Guys, I might be a little bit less lit up. That's okay, but I hope you can still see me. We're just gonna have the same ambiance as like a Hollister in here. Eventually I stopped posting on that channel a little bit because a channel created by my dad and I didn't have any access to it. But that led to a really nasty habit of me creating about 5 other channels and being a part of 3 channels separate from the channels I created. And across all those channels was a wide array of content with skits, light shows, gameplay. One of my channels was for daily vlogs. A lot happened in that time, and some of you guys might be wondering, wondering, why aren't we seeing you on one of those channels? Why on this most recent venture? Most of those channels were created at different times in my life, and with that, there were many different reasons why I stopped working on each channel. I feel like the most common reason though would be either me losing faith in myself as a creator or me losing motivation to create. As a kid, I feel like I didn't realize how important it was to me to be a creator or someone that creates things, which is kind of funny because I've wanted to be a director, actor, someone in the creative industry for a long time now. And I'm honestly glad that this is the channel that we are all coming together, because since 2011, a lot has happened. I've had to grow not only as a creator, but more importantly as a person. I feel like that has been the hardest side of my development, but also what has been the most important for me. Especially in high school, there was a lot of maturing and growth that needed to happen for me to get to the point where I'm at today. I'm really happy to say that I'm proud of the person who I am as a creator, as a person, and as your cousin. So I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for giving me a chance. This means more than you guys will ever know. I know 100 subscribers doesn't seem big, but I remember seeing people that I was watching hit that milestone and celebrate it. So for me, it feels kind of unreal to be in this position. There's a part of me that never even saw this day coming. So I just gotta say thank you. Anyways, that's all from me. Let's get back to the celebration. Alrighty family, sadly this journey is coming to an end, but luckily this journey has a post-credit scene. I just wanted to extend another thank you for all the support for getting us to 100 subscribers, and also give you guys just a little bit of info on what's to come, what's going to happen in the future of this channel. So for the rest of this year, I'm planning on posting 4 more videos. I'm hoping to get those guys up. For sure gonna do 3, but I'm hoping to get 4 out, maybe a little bit more. Some like smaller videos, kind of like the drum and bass video for the Spark song. So stay on the lookout for that. Make sure to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Something I'm really excited about, I finally got a green screen. I'm looking forward to using that in just future videos, having fun with that, because there's plenty of situations where I wish I'd had it, but unfortunately, up until recently, I didn't. But thanks to my job and my situation, I'm very blessed that I'm able to afford that. In terms of streaming, I know I've beaten that horse beyond dead, but I finally started streaming a lot more recently. That is due to me finding a style that I really like. It's heavily inspired by Moist Critical. It's a lot of gaming, but also like looking stuff up that I want to learn about and just hanging out. I feel like that's actually been a ton of fun for me to do, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. I've already had the joy of hanging out with some of you guys on those streams, and I just want to say that was greatly appreciated. I love seeing you guys, and I look forward to seeing you more in the future. Something that I've failed to do a lot, and I'm gonna have this more in the description in future videos, but I have a ton of socials that I want to let you guys know about, just in case you're curious, just in case you guys have other platforms you also prefer. We do have an Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook that's dedicated to posting shorts. They're very similar to the things you see on here, but just in case you guys prefer to be on other platforms, that's there for you. I also have my own Instagram where I kind of just post life stuff, random stuff that I'm doing, random photos I've taken. There's my Blue Sky where I do a lot of posting. It's not the same vibe as here. There's a little bit more negativity, but it's a lot of it is just me trying to make jokes, casting them out into the wind and seeing if anyone appreciates them. So if you want some more raunchy and not the same as this humor, I'd say go check that out. So if you guys want to see more from me, those are my socials. Please go follow. Feel free to comment. Let me know what's going on. And one last note I really want to hit on is I want to know what you guys want to see in the next milestone video. During the planning of this video, I kind of realized that we don't have a set culture on this channel. We've changed so much. We recently just changed the whole style of our videos. So I just want to know what you guys would want to see in the future for our official next milestone, because right now, something that we all have the opportunity to do is kind of shape the culture of this channel. I want it to be something that's positive, that's uplifting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. But guys, that is all for the video. I just want to say one last time, thank you so much. It has been an amazing ride to reach this goal, and I look forward to all the future milestones. Family, gamies and gamettes, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.